Good morning, LKN 734. We are having fun with our preview. We are partying in here at 7:30 in the morning. The party will not stop until after 10 tonight. We're starting it early, yes. You guys drink your coffee, get ready. It's going to be a long day, but it's going to be a fun day of celebration. And right now, Katie and I have the 4 finalists for Lake Norman Woman of the Year. We have Rabbi, Becca, Debbie, Dalton, Alicia, Gibson, and Elizabeth Lavan. Thank you, ladies, for joining us. You guys have to share microphones this morning. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good. Hi. Thank you, ladies, for being here so early this morning, and just wanted the chance for you guys to kind of have the platform. We're going to have it tonight to talk about what you guys do, and we've been sharing your guys' journey and experience for the last few months on social media and through the magazine, but just wanted the chance for you guys to tell your story a little bit more. So I'm going to ask you, Rabbi Becca, what moment or experience in your life inspired you to step into the role of leadership?
Yeah, well, there's been so many moments along the way, and especially so many other rabbis and other leaders I've looked up to. But I was thinking about this for what brought me here to Lake Norman and inspired me to step up here specifically. When my husband and I were being ordained and looking for a place to be, we had the opportunity to come here, and we found that this is a really special place. This is a growing community. This is a place where people come here because they want to be here and they love it here. There's a growing Jewish community here, and there's so much opportunity to create something really special, to build something special, especially at Temple Kol Tikva, which is a relatively new synagogue in a place with a growing Jewish population. And so my husband and I, we both felt really inspired to come here and step up and say, hey, here in this place, the two of us really can make an impact together and do something really special.
Yeah, that's really special. And to come into a place where you see the need and then try to fill that need. Yeah. Was that something you and your husband decided together, or something that you were like, okay, this is where we need to, who was it a joint decision, or was one of you like, that we need to go? And you're in Davidson, correct?
Yes, yeah. The synagogue is in Davidson. When we were going through the job search, you never quite know when you're going as a couple what it's going to look like. It just so happened that the two of us both really connected with this community and the leaders at the temple that we met, and they wanted to hire both of us, which was a dream come true. We didn't think we would have that opportunity, and we made the decision together, and we said, hey, this place something's happening here. Yeah. Something's happening in Lake Norman, something's happening at Temple Kol Tikva, and we want to be part of it, and we think that we match really well with it.
So to see the potential and feel that movement, that's amazing.
That is amazing. Yeah. And that really is a gift that you have, to see that and see the foresight of that. Both of my parents were also ministers together. So Dad was a pastor, and then Mom got ordained as well. Initially so that she could perform my wedding ceremony. Oh, wow. But then she was like, wait, no, I can serve along with my husband. So I understand amazing. What that challenge is like, too, for a couple to serve together. Because it doesn't end with your congregation or, the population that you're serving. Sometimes you take those things home too.
Yeah. But, for us, I always say I've never trusted a coworker more. The two of us work really well together, and the community really connects with both of us, and we connect with the community. When we came here, this was a congregation that was really founded by the people here. The people who moved here said, hey, we need to create a Jewish community here in the place we're living. Instead of going down all the way to Charlotte, this is our community. We want this to be the place where we are practicing our Judaism and coming together. And there were so many amazing leaders already here. And we said, we want to be part of that together.
Yeah. I love that. That's all right, awesome. Debbie, same question for you. Kind of what was your inspiration?
Well, I've actually been part of this community for over 35 years now. Loved it from the get-go. And our son Hunter, and I'm going to talk about him, so I've got to show you this handsome fella here. That's so our beautiful boy Hunter. He grew up here. We were so involved in the community: Pop Warner, church camps, YMCA, Davidson McKillop basketball camp, and anything that Hunter was in, then Randy and I found a way to volunteer or be part of. Giving back to the community in that sense. And Hunter didn't just grow up here, he thrived. Just a great schools, which you have to look forward to. So much about the community. And Hunter graduated from Hopewell High School, and then he graduated from UNC Charlotte. You know, and as a parent, when you watch your child walk across that stage at college graduation, you're like, okay, we've done it.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
this is it. And Hunter was, I know we all love our kids and we're bragging parents, but he was unique. He had this gift. He genuinely cared about people. His mission was to make people happy, made me laugh every day of my life. Life is good for Hunter. You know, everything's great. And he got a job and moved to Raleigh. He had not been there long. And I'm going to take a second. Sorry.
It's okay. It's
You're
okay.
okay.
Yeah,
You're
take some
okay.
time. Take your time.
Any rate, everything is going great with him. And came home Thanksgiving. We had a wonderful weekend like you do, you know, eat too much food, and left to go back to Raleigh. And I did the walking him down the driveway, waving goodbye, love ya. And he sent me a text that night, said, love you, Mom. And we got the call the next night. And to say that we were shocked to our core when we get this call, Hunter's room, I knew immediately it was bad news, but nothing prepared me for him saying that Hunter had overdosed.
Oh, wow.
Like that, how did that happen to us? It just shocked us. It shocked our community to the core. And my husband and I raced to Raleigh as quickly as we could. And, you know, when we got there, I mean, Hunter was so strong. He was 6'3". He was healthy. And they told us, you know, oh, this is a strong young man. They were so optimistic. But I held his hand in the hospital for 7 days, and Hunter never regained consciousness. And I held his hand as he took his last breath. And we knew immediately that we wanted to do something to honor this young man and his love of life, and didn't know how that really looked. And then one of Hunter's really good friends wrote a song, HD Life. And Hunter would always tell you, if you called him and said, somebody said, what are you up to? He'd say, I'm just living the HD life.
Oh.
And so his friend, you know, from his heart, wrote this song. And when I heard it, that pushed me in the direction, as did Hunter. He's always pushing me. And the fact that I just kept on with, how did this happen? Like, how did this happen to us? The shock. So at the end, we decided to produce a music video with that song, where we reenact everything that happened, starting with a phone call. It's a very powerful video. And then we built a presentation around it because we had never heard of fentanyl. More importantly, Hunter hadn't.
Right.
My son made a mistake that night by taking a recreational drug that a very good friend had given him, which is key to the story.
Right.
But at the end of the day, he had no idea the potential consequences. So our mission is to make sure that no other family suffers this unbearable tragedy.
Yeah, absolutely. And inspired by something that was horrible, a horrible thing that no parent wants to even imagine what happened to them, and then turning it into good to help other kids, other parents out there, and just bring awareness to what's out there and how you can turn something bad into good. So we love talking about that on the podcast, taking these missions that you have, right? No matter how it comes. Alicia, Elizabeth, we didn't get to talk to you guys much, but yeah, I do want to have you guys hang out with us for another segment if everybody's good with that.
Yes,
Everybody good?
absolutely.
Yes.
Good.
Alicia,
Thank you.
tell a little bit of your story. We got a couple minutes.
So quickly, back in 2008, if you recall, there was a recession, and my husband and I lived in the DC metro area. We were operating our business, and I can remember the day I was folding laundry, speaking with my sister who lived in the Lake Norman area, and she was telling me about this church that was doing a program called Go Bananas. And it was all about serving people who were struggling. They turned their atrium into basically a big grocery store and said, hey, take the items that your neighbor needs and go serve your neighbor. And that really struck me as, wow, there's something going on in this community. Lake Norman, the Cove Church, the neighbors just loving on each other. And thereafter, my husband and I, we suffered a miscarriage, and it just shook us. And at that moment, we paused and said, okay, we've got to reposition ourselves and set our priorities. So we moved to Lake Norman.
Yeah. Yeah, very cool. All right, so we're going to come back and hang out with everybody a little bit more. Elizabeth, definitely going to talk to you, friend of the show. So,
morning.
Yes, glad to have you here with us. All right, guys, we'll be right back with more from the 4 nominees for Lake Norman Woman of the Year. Thanks, ladies.
Fireworks? Yes, please. The real sparks fly when we're back. Stick around. Good Morning LKN returns on WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, Mother Nature reminding us it's still technically summer for a few more days. Hot this afternoon. We're up around 90 around the lake for our Friday, and we'll cool it back off tonight into the mid-60s. Still hard to buy a drop of rain around here. Mainly dry upper 80s for Saturday, but we'll cool it back off a bit to the low 80s on Sunday, and right around 80 for Monday, the first official day of fall. And that's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here's your WSIC community calendar. The 500 Club in Statesville kicks the weekend off early on Thursday, September 18th with the Thirsty Thursdays tournament. Then get ready for the Club Championship on Saturday and Sunday. Click on the 500 Club online for more information on entertainment, golf lessons, club memberships, and tee times. Bin 110 in Cornelius presents live music Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights. Ryan Winters takes the stage on Thursday the 18th. Chasing Phoenix performs on Friday. Saturday features Hey Ladies. Whiskeys, wines, cocktails, small bites, and live music are all waiting for you at Bin 110 in Cornelius. The Downtown Statesville Art Crawl happens Saturday beginning at 2 p.m. The crawl showcases artists in different shops, restaurants, and businesses scattered throughout the heart of downtown. It is self-guided, so you can begin the walk from any location. Meet the artists, browse, shop, and enjoy food, drinks, and live music Saturday at the Art Crawl in downtown Statesville. The NHRA 4-Wide Carolina Nationals happens at ZMAX Dragway Friday through Sunday. Every ticket is a pit pass, giving fans unmatched access to the drivers and crews who powered the NHRA's thunderous 11,000 horsepower machines to their limits. Click on charlottemotorspeedway.com for tickets and information about the NHRA 4-Wide Carolina Nationals at the Bellagio of drag strips. Stay up to date and find out about local events, job opportunities, real estate information, and more. Visit liveworkplaylkn.com and sign up for the weekly newsletter. That's liveworkplaylkn.com.
Warning, no lifeguard on duty. We're back with more Good Morning LKN, only on WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning, LKN 747. We're here with the finalists for the Lake Norman Woman of the Year Gala here with us. Alicia, we were talking to you before the break. I want you to kind of continue your story and what you're doing right now.
Absolutely. So my husband and I, we picked up and moved from the DC metro area. This was June of 2010, and we plugged into the community. The first summer I reveled in lake life. Yeah. I loved it. I relaxed, enjoyed the family, reprioritized our lives. And then quickly I realized that I was living in a bubble. Lake Norman has beautiful things to offer, but we also have a community that's in need. And with that, I started serving at the Cove Church and with other organizations, nonprofits in the area. And it has evolved from serving locally to globally. And I'm just so blessed to be able to be a part of what our community offers.
Yeah, it's very, very cool. And it's just great that you can see, like, I talk about the bubble all the time, right? And for me, the bubble is just like, don't make me go south of exit 23. I just don't want to.
Absolutely.
That's my bubble. But yeah, it's very easy to, and also living here sometimes too, it can be very easy to be like, oh, well, I'm poor because I don't have the $22 million island, and we forget how much we do have and that there is a great need in our area. You don't have to go to Charlotte or, one of the surrounding counties. We have need right here.
That's right. And so we have started different ministries to serve the people on the streets, my friends that call the streets home. We serve orphans and widows. We have a ministry called The Care where we've partnered with DSS and serve children that are in Child Protective Services. We have our Saturday Share where we're out serving families that maybe just need a little help with groceries or school supplies. So there's always a way to get involved. And the biggest thing is we can all do something.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. There's room for everybody. And there's work that can be done, and everybody has a talent that can be used for that. All right, Elizabeth, let's go, lady. What kind of inspired you? I know you talk about your kids, right? Is that kind of the inspiration behind everything you do?
Yes. We were in Detroit, and the Great Big Depression, 2008, we had jewelry stores, and we said, okay, what are we going to do? We need to survive. We hadn't quite started our family yet. Fast forward 1 year, I have one child. Fast forward 3 years, now I have 3 children in 36 months in 3 different states. Wow. So literally Michigan, Florida, Tennessee, which none of that made any sense.
There's no connection there.
There's absolutely no connection. And the kids, when they tell somebody that, they're like, yeah, my brother was born in Michigan. And they were like, what? You were born in Tennessee. So that was like the big, where are we going to land? Within that time frame, I was already working here. We were coming here for the Southern Women's Show and the Southern Christmas Show, which that company was housed here. Their corporate office was in Charlotte. Mm-hmm. And we would come to the area, and first and foremost, it was special. We knew it was special. We were staying at the Best Western on Gilead behind the Waffle House, and it didn't matter because we were like, we're near the lake. We can get into Charlotte very quickly, which is where we worked when we were here. We felt the push to come here. We finally made it here permanently in 2017. And just with a 5-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 7-year-old, landed right in Cornelius Elementary. We knew the schools were good. I had a store in Nashville at the time. I did not have a store here yet. And I was flying back and forth to Nashville every single week with a 4-year-old, a 5-year-old, 6-year-old, and 7-year-old.
Oh, wow. That's a lot.
That was fun. And I did that for 2 years until we opened up our store. And the store, Nina's Boutique,
which you are not Nina. It's named
which I
after
am
your
not
daughter.
Nina.
Yes.
It is named after my daughter, Nina. That always felt community driven. Even when I was in Birkdale, like if you came in the door, you were handed a bottle of water and greeted sweetly. And if you weren't shopping, that was fine. Like it's always been about that. It's, I want you to come in. I want you to talk. I want you to sit on the couch and like hang out. You don't even have to shop. Like that's okay with me. And we find since we've relocated to Antiquity, it's even more of a community feel inside. We have clients that come in that just need a bottle of water because they're going to the teeter. Mm-hmm. And they'll be like, hey, Elizabeth. And they come in with the dog. And mm-hmm. I may not even know their name, but I know the dog's name.
That's me.
Yeah. Like, I'm like, oh,
I'll know your animals.
You're PJ's mommy. She's like, So that's why we came. Yes. We came for the schools. We came for the connection. We came for the water. My husband's from New Jersey, and I'm from Florida and Michigan, which was both very water driven. So we spend as much time on the lake as we possibly can. The kids in the schools, all the schools come to me. I support every single program at every single school in the area.
I mean, you really are. You're a booster for every sport, everything, the band, and all the things. So, you are known as the school mom. I don't know what you're going to do when your kids graduate, but you'll probably still be doing
She's still going to be there.
I do feel that the arts need that because we just don't get that, like just in general. And I think that even if it's just my time, it doesn't even have to be financially. Like your time is so valuable, and to give that to the community is what makes me feel good about that.
Yeah.
Well, it's reciprocal. You know, you need it to fill your cup.
Right.
And the community needs each and every one of us to help each other.
Absolutely.
Whether it's with a bottle of
everybody
water
at this table.
So much more.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. I want to ask, and anybody can answer this question, but what if you could inspire one change, if you are selected as the Woman of the Year, and as that you represent, the Lake Norman women, like what change would you want for women or girls over the next year?
Something that I really am passionate about is that visibility of Jewish people in this community. Jews are a minority in general, but in this community, it feels very immediate how much of a minority we are, that so many of you are involved in your churches, which is so wonderful. And there's been such a rise in anti-Semitism lately. So one of the things I care about is showing our Jewish families that it's okay to be Jewish publicly, that it's okay to be who you are, and to show people who aren't Jewish who we are, who our community is, what we're about, the struggles we're facing. I always make sure to wear my Jewish star to show other Jewish people it's okay to wear it publicly, which is a conversation that people are having. When I first moved here, it was very sweet, and I knew it came from a good place. Not one, but two of my neighbors asked me where my Christmas decorations were. And, it was just out of, neighborly, talking. And I said, oh, you know what? I'm Jewish. I don't celebrate Christmas. And it was a learning experience.
Right.
And I really care, especially for the children in our religious school, that they see other Jewish people in the area showing their Judaism proudly, putting up Jewish decorations for Hanukkah, wearing a Jewish star, talking about their Judaism with other people, and showing that they're not scared to be who they are, and it's okay to be Jewish, and it's okay to be you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anybody else want to answer that question?
What I would say is redefine your wheelhouse. I have found out that I have so many more wheels in my wheelhouse than I ever imagined. Our story is one of tragedy, but it's also one of incredible love. And the community reached out to us and was there for us in our crisis, and continues to be there for us. The very first seed money, if you will, for our foundation was from one of Hunter's Pop Warner coaches that we hadn't seen in 15 years. It really is about connecting. Community gives us so much, and we're also ambassadors for our community. And to be a leader, I love how you lift women up, but it can come in small things too.
Yeah. It doesn't have to.
It doesn't mean you have to go out and change the world, but you can be involved in your children's school, the
Show
booster
up.
things.
Yeah,
show
just
up.
showing
I
up.
love that. And connect. Connect and engage.
And there
Absolutely.
are, Katie and I mentioned earlier in the show, there's a lot of women in this area that do have bigger platforms. I'm thankful to have a bigger platform to talk about what we want to do for women and how we want to move, celebrating women forward for the Lake Norman community and all women of Lake Norman. I do want to emphasize that. We want to celebrate all women, all religions, all races, all women in the area. And so, but we want to shine a spotlight on women who maybe don't have that platform, the silent heroes in the background. Alicia, that same question for you, though. What would you like to see for women moving forward?
I would love to see our girls find purpose. So I think one of the struggles is that daily life is so busy. We're running from work to school to sports to theater, whatever your thing is. And we don't take time to pause and say, why am I here? And what is my purpose? So there's a book called Calzone, not calzone, but Calzone.
You can eat a calzone, right? I'm going to get it wrong.
Yeah. So that's written by Craig Groeschel. And it is a book that has urged people to really find their purpose and pursue that purpose. So Calzone in Hebrew means vision or dream. So learning what that is. And I think it's a book that anyone can dive into and then apply it in your daily life. And like you said, it doesn't have to be world changing. It can simply be giving hugs during the day, having your kids greet other kids so they feel seen. You can pick up trash on the side of the road, in your neighborhood. You can do little things. And if we all do something little, we're filled with joy and we're showing others joy.
Yeah, absolutely. Elizabeth,
100%.
same question for you.
Agreed on everything everybody just said.
Ditto.
Like, yes, and yes. Really, I came here this morning thinking what I want people to take away from this evening is the sense of community. Like, we have a very special gift here because it's already a very strong community. People want to support each other. People want to talk about things. They want to talk about tragedy. They want to grow from all of these things. what we do, like just in our own family with my husband and children, and my mom lives with us too, we sit down and eat dinner every single night.
And that's huge.
I mean, we have done that. My husband's Italian, so like he's like right out of a Sopranos episode. So like when you see him, like he's a little scary. But like sitting at the table is our thing. And we hash out all of life's little big and little problems every single day that we can. Now, this season of life is a little bit busier because of marching band and sports and stuff, but we still sit every single night and we talk. And I think people aren't talking enough.
I love that. I love that. Well, ladies, thank you. This went by too fast, but thank you guys,
We
and
will
look
see you
forward to
tonight.
hanging out
Yay.
tonight. We'll see you
Thank
all
you.
tonight. Lake North Woman of the Year Gala happening tonight, and you'll find out who the winner is. Follow us on Instagram. Watch our stories to see all the details from tonight. Thank you, ladies, again.
Thank you.